my lovely ones. My name is Jane Hope Williams. I'm the director of the Australasian Yoga Institute, and I am a great fan of neti pots. And this is like the neti pot you would have purchased, I think. There are lots of different shapes, and from time to time we will be selling different shapes. We've got ceramic ones and we have these, but this is a very good one to show you because it's the most popular. This one is an inexpensive little thing, and if it starts to get a bit tatty, you can throw it away. It's not a big issue. If you've got a ceramic one, you know, they're not things you pass on as heirlooms, so these probably are just as good. If you want something beautiful, then the stainless steel ones or the ceramic ones, which I particularly like, are really fantastic. But for starters, just try this one. When I was very young, my mother used to use a neti pot that she had designed herself. She didn't know she was doing neti. She got a little teapot from Coles with a little spout on it, and she used to use that. If you bought our kit, you will have the neti pot, and you will have some of our lovely natural salt, and you'll have instructions, and you'll have, of course, the DVD that you're watching now, although you can buy that separately. So here we are with the neti pot. Now, I presume that seeing you've got a neti pot, you have inflamed sinuses or dust up the nose, or you're getting constantly sore throats or headaches or whatever, all to do with the nose. So, maybe you've got polyps, maybe you were a smoker or are a smoker, maybe you travel a lot. Any of those will cause you to have disturbed sinus cavities, and the neti pot is fantastic. Please, no sniffing or snorting or violent things with your nose. We're trying to calm your nose down. We're not trying to give it another irritant. Now, I'm not actually going to do it here to show you, because the last thing you want is to see what comes out of my nose, okay? It's not something you do in front of the children. If you're not going to do it in the bathroom, make sure you've got a nice bowl in front of you, and you've got your water in a jug beside you. This little one is really nice. I don't have bad sinuses, and I just find that this is big enough for me. It holds a little bit more than a cup. Now when you put your water in here, start off with a teeny bit, like a tablespoon of hot water, and dissolve about, you know, a quarter of a teaspoon, or even less. Just, you know, how much have I got there? Hardly any. Look, a few grains. That is enough. You don't need to feel like you're swimming in the ocean. In fact, until you get used to it, until you get used to the feeling of the water in your nostrils, I would advise not putting salt in at all. So get used to the feeling first, and start off with half full with water, and it's got to be tepid water, same temperature as your skin or your blood. You know, when you're testing a baby's bottle and you put a bit on here, if you can feel it hot, it's too hot. Same idea. If you can feel it on your skin hot, it's too hot. It's got to go into those very, very delicate sinus tissues. You don't want it really hot. Just tepid will be fine. Blood heat is what some people call. I can't give you the exact temperature, because when you put it into your cup, suddenly it changes. So this is a cold container. It's a ceramic cup. So when I put warmish water in there and swirl it around, it gets cooler a little bit anyway. You can use colder water, but don't use hotter water, okay? Just use it so it feels almost as if the water's not there. You know what I mean? So then you've got your water, and distilled water or filtered water is always better, and put the water into there. Now, my advice to you still is to err on the side of, not caution, but less is enough. So just have it half full, okay? And then you bend over, or bring your bowl forward, bend over the bowl and go like this, hold this nostril and push this little thing up inside the other nostril. Not hard, don't jam it up there, you don't have to jam it up there, so just put it in there so that the water can escape. And then tip over to the side like that until the water comes out. And then hold it there like that so the water is in the nostril, and then let go and let the water come out by itself. Okay, so you're going to have to really go like this and get quite an angle on your nostril to let the water come out. And that's all it is. It isn't any more difficult than that. Now when you do it first, I know you're going to feel odd. It's not going to feel natural to you. Well, it couldn't really, could it? You're feeling the water going into your nostril. So just take it very slowly and gently. The next time you do it, when you're used to the feeling of the water, and it's going to take a few times, don't abandon it just because the first time you felt odd or felt like you were swallowing water and like that. Don't worry about that. That will pass. You just get used to it, and you'll notice the fabulous difference of your sinuses, and you'll think, goodness me, I wish I'd have started this years earlier. When you decide that you want to start using a bit of salt, look how much salt that is. That's hardly any salt. Look, just a few grains of salt in that whole, even that was too much, in that whole thing. There's about 20 grains of salt in there, of the rock salt, mineral rock salt. That's all there is. Hardly any at all. It's amazing how a little salt will make a huge difference. I've started to put salt in my drinking water during the day. I hated drinking water. And I found just 3 or 4 grains of salt in a 1 litre jug made so much difference to how I felt about salt. In fact, I know it sounds odd, but it does taste sweeter to me. So I can imagine that putting the salt in here just a little bit makes the water sweeter. And then when you put it up here, it's not burning the inside of your nose. You're not washing your feet. You're washing the inside of your nose. So it's got to be gentle, gentle, gentle. And just get used to it slowly. Don't add anything. Don't think, oh, I'll put eucalyptus oil in it. Don't do any of that. It's too much. Just, you can use plain water or just a little bit of salt in the water. That is all. Don't do any more than that. That is quite enough. And take it very slowly. And if you feel the water going down the back of your throat, don't worry about it. Just lean forward more. Just adjust your head, because everybody's sinuses are different. Mine are different than yours. So you're going to need to lean forward a little bit more or a little bit less than me. So take it slowly and you won't have any problems. Don't rush at it. Don't expect to be perfect. Not that there is such a thing. Just do what you can. You know what the Buddha said? Do what you can with what you've got where you are. So just go slowly and do what you can. If you need any more help, please contact me on my email at yogafirst@netcon.net.au. That's yogafirst, F-I-R-S-T, at netcon.net.au. Got that? And my website, I don't know whether you came through the website for this, my website is Yoga Beautiful. So www.yogabeautiful.com.au. The AU on the end is very important, otherwise you'll get an American thing. So it's www.yogabeautiful.com.au. And if you're a yoga person, we have fantastic video subscriptions on that site, and you can really enhance your yoga by joining our training sessions. And the site is rather nice too. So if you have any troubles with doing the neti, please let me know. If I can help you at all, let me know. And good luck and namaste. Thank you very much for joining me for this short talk on the neti. Thank you. Bye-bye.